Hi there. What I try to do in this channel is I take a passage from the Gospels and I try to give it a modern spin. It is an idea as to how we can take a passage and relate it to today's circumstances, and that is what I try to do. Now, today's reading, Jesus is asked about his mother and his brothers. And then he asks the crowd, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers and sisters?" He looks at the people around him and says, "These, the people who follow the word of God, is my mother, my brothers, and my sister." Now, who is your mother and who is your brother and who is your sister? Think about it for a moment. Who are they? As we read this passage from the book according to Mark chapter 3 verses 31 to 45. 31 to 35. The mother and brothers of Jesus arrived and standing outside sent in a message asking for him. A crowd was sitting around him at the time the message was passed to him. "Your mother and brothers are outside asking for you." He replied, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" And looking around at those sitting in a circle about him, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. Anyone who does the will of God, that person is my brother and sister and mother." The Gospel of the Lord. Who is your mother and who is your brothers and who is your sister? Now, we all have a biological mother. We all have biological sisters, and we all have biological brothers. I personally don't have any sisters because biologically I don't have sisters. But Jesus alludes to the fact that who is close to him? Who is close to him? Now, who is close to you? Think about it. Who do you feel closer than your brothers and sisters? There are many families who regard their friends as being closer than their brothers or sisters, or even their family, even their mother or father sometimes. Why is this so? I believe that any experience, a difficult experience that you have, that you go through this with a certain person in which you have to lay your life, you put your life in somebody else's hand. You go into an experience that exposes you, that makes you very vulnerable with this person, and he stands up for you. And these experiences, over time, binds two people together. Like if you go, especially like when an example of a combat, you go into war, when you know you have to trust your mates, your comrades in a war. In a similar situation, we have those who've experienced very, very difficult things together with us. And these are the people we feel really closest to. They sometimes can be closer than our mothers and brothers and sisters because we have made ourselves very vulnerable to them. They understand us better than our parents or our brothers and sisters would. And these are our mother and brothers and sisters, our real mother and brothers and sisters. So who is that to you? And be that mother and brother and sister to someone else. How Jesus was to you, how Jesus said that these people are my mothers and brothers. Let us be the mothers and brothers for people who really need us. That is my thought for today. Have a good day.